Entitled mom thinks we're a daycare. Now she loses her child. I used to work in a small chain of bookstores and stationery shops. We'd sell books, pens, paper, and so on. It was a quirky little store, straight out of a romantic love novel. The cast of this play: E.M., entitled mother; L.G., a little girl; me, just me; N.D., nice dad of little girl. Entitled mother walks into the store with little girl. It's rather early in the morning. Entitled mom looks around, asks me if I could watch her child. Me: oh no, I'm terrible with children. Sorry. Entitled mother tells me that it's not for that long, and I shouldn't make that big a deal of it. I still politely refused. It's not my job to watch children. I'm afraid something might go wrong. What happens? Entitled mother leaves the store. Who do I find hidden in the corner? Little girl, who seems to be rather shy. This happened back in the time before everyone had smartphones. The kid obviously didn't have a mobile on her, and I suspect the mother didn't either. Wasn't too surprised that the little girl didn't know the number of their landline. I sighed. What are you going to do? If something happens to that kid while being in the store, and you being the only present employee, you're going to have a bad time. Me: hey, little girl, what's your name? Little girl: her name. Me: I'm, my name and surname. The little girl was happy, like only little kids can be, if they think they did something smart, or they knew something. My surname is surname. Now this rang a bell. I had a good customer with the same surname. It turns out that's her dad. I didn't get paid enough to babysit. In fact, I didn't even get paid enough to do my normal work. I called her dad at his workplace, since we saved that number in our system. The call went along these lines. Me: hi, nice dad. It's me from the bookstore. Nice dad: oh, hi. How's it going? I don't remember having any open orders. Me: yeah, look. Listen, do you have a daughter? Nice dad confused: yes, why do you ask? Me: what's her name? Nice dad apologizes for entitled mother's behavior and tells me he's going to pick little girl up as soon as possible. While waiting for nice dad, I picked up one of our sales books, boxed with damaged books that we're trying to sell, with huge discounts, before throwing away. It's a picture book from Disney. Little girl tries to read a little, and I read a little. Nice dad arrived. Little girl runs to him and hugs him, crying that mommy was mean to her. Nice dad soothes her and thanks me for babysitting her. He gives me a bottle of wine and buys something small from the store. Nice dad: if entitled mother shows up, could you not tell her that I picked up little girl? Me: what? Why? Nice dad: if you don't feel like it, you don't need to. It's rather complicated, and you already did so much for us. Nice dad leaves. In the evening, entitled mom shows up. Just to point out, she dropped off little girl about 9 a.m. It was now 5:45 p.m. Entitled mother: where's my daughter? Me, already chugged about half the bottle of wine, and thus a little boozed. Your what? Entitled mother: my daughter. I dropped her in the store, and you were here. Me, way too drunk. Your what? Entitled mom was on the edge. Thus I did what I thought was the smartest thing to do. Me: a guy came into the store and picked her up. He seemed nice enough. He gave me some wine for her. At this point I expected her to explode or attack me, but she just left the store. A few weeks passed, and nice dad and little girl came to the store, both happy to see me. Nice dad asked me if I had a few minutes. An excuse not to work? Obviously I took the time for customer service. I gave little girl the same book we read the last time, and had a talk with nice dad. Entitled mom and nice dad were in the middle of a divorce when she dropped little girl at our store. One of the reasons he wanted a divorce was that entitled mom wasn't nice to little girl. Now in my country, as a male, it's rather hard to get custody for your child, no matter what. Little girl wanted to be with nice dad, but that doesn't matter. Entitled Mom dropping little girl in our store was a gift from the heavens. Nice Dad took little girl to his sister's overnight. Entitled Mom pretending that little girl was sleeping at one of her friends. Nice Dad wanted to call them just to ensure that little girl is fine. Entitled Mom didn't want that. Little girl's friend didn't know where little girl was. Entitled Mom claimed she dropped little girl at little girl's friend. Nice Dad faked panic and involved the police. Entitled Mom insisted that little girl's friend kidnapped little girl. Police asked Nice Dad and Entitled Mom separately, and Nice Dad told the police what happened. Entitled Mom still insisted on her dropping little girl at little girl's friend. Nice Dad had proof of it being otherwise, since he already called the police when he dropped little girl at his sister's house. Now in court, Nice Dad apparently said something like, "Entitled Mom can have all she want, even my wine collection. I just want to be with my daughter." Entitled Mom, knowing that Nice Dad didn't have any money left and had some quite expensive wines, agreed. Daughter ended up with Nice Dad, and the mother paid alimony. What Entitled Mother didn't know, Nice Dad was replacing his wine collection before the divorce with the cheapest wines he could find at different discounters, gifting away the expensive ones. He knew that Entitled Mother either is going to take everything from him or will break his wine collection. We both laughed. I gifted the book to the little girl, who seemed very happy. When Entitled Mom dropped her, she was very shy and seemed small, and now she had such a big smile on her face and was curious about everything. She could read much better than a few weeks ago. She seemed like a little bird taking off to fly towards the sun. I want my son to ride in the limousine. Sure, if he has a coffin to be in. This happened a couple of weeks ago. It was the day of my grandmother's funeral. She died in a hospital, and I was outside talking to the owner of the funeral company. This dude was also my godfather, and I had a very good relationship with him. He's known me since I was a baby, and he treated me like his own son. This story's cast is E.M., entitled Mother; G.F., my godfather, not girlfriend; E.K., entitled Kid, even though he doesn't play a huge role in the story; me, yours truly. We were just outside the hospital, talking to each other. Parked in front of us were all the company vehicles, including the one you are all thinking about. All of a sudden, Entitled Mother approached us. Entitled Mom: "Hello." Me: hello." Entitled Mom had her kid just next to her, as he was holding a drink. Entitled Mother: "I was wondering if my son could take a ride in the limousine." She then pointed her finger to the hearse. It took me a while to respond for two reasons. The first one was because that day I had so many thoughts going through my head, and a stranger coming out of nowhere caught me by surprise. I am a very introverted person, and I find it difficult to talk to people I don't know. The second reason was because I was holding my laugh in. She legitimately thought that the hearse was a limousine. Me: "I'm sorry to say this, but that's not—" Entitled Mom: "Are you going to say no to a little kid?" At this point, I don't know what to say. Me: "Miss, believe me, you don't want your son to go in that thing." Entitled Mom: Why are you so stingy? Even if he spills his drink in the limousine, it won't be a problem. You have enough money to buy a limousine, so you surely have enough to clean it." This is when my godfather steps in. Godfather: "Excuse me, miss. What do you want to do?" Entitled Mother: "I want my son to ride in the limousine." My godfather then said the most epic thing I had ever heard. Godfather thinks for a bit. "Well, sure, he can ride in the limousine, but only if he has a coffin to be in." Entitled Mom is a bit confused by his response. She takes a good second look at the limousine, and then she realized. I have no idea how she confused a hearse for a limousine. Perhaps the company logo was out of her view or something? However, when she realized the mistake, her skin got pale, and she just walked away as fast as she could with her kid. Me and Godfather just looked at each other and started laughing.